Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate all of your support as usual. Now, what do you do with this abomination? This abomination being mines, which is not the greatest of maps to begin with, and it's the encounter mode. Most of you have encounter mode turned off, and not most, that's probably incorrect. A good number of people have encounter and assault turned off, one or both of those, for lots of reasons. People don't know how to play it. They don't like the way it plays. The assault mode is only 10 minutes. There's a lot of things going on with that. I happen to have them turned on because I enjoy the challenge. However, that's not to say that I don't understand some of the maps and mode combinations are awful. This is one of them. Now, we are going to change those. Not we, but we, the group of us playing World of Tanks. I guess Wargaming is changing it. We will just be the recipient of the changes, but the spawn points are going to change on this particular map for Mines Encounter. We will see if that changes the south spawn here from being an absolute shoot show. But if you lose the hill, and I don't think this is going to change very much, if you lose the hill, you're in big trouble. So how do you come back from that? Well, very carefully, very bloody carefully. You've got to be careful. So let's just get this going, and I'll show you what's happening here. I'm in my Renegade. I believe this happened on stream a couple weeks ago. In my Renegade, and I'm going to go up and see what I can do with the ramp and getting on the hill. Now, we all know that the north spawn has a huge advantage getting on the hill. It can be taken from the south, especially if the north for some reason ignores it. I see that happen every once in a while. But I think it is effective and good to at least go check it. All right, at least go see what the enemy is doing. So I'll bring my Renegade up here, which is an okay hold-down fighter. It's got the big tumor. The big tumor is problematic in fighting up here, but we'll head up here. I've got a IS-3A. The W or LT-432 has come up, but they've invested pretty heavily, and on they go. The WZ says, nope, not doing it. He did the right thing. He said, well, maybe I can make it, and now I'm going to come up here and see if I can't sneak some shots on people. So we'll just shoot that guy and bounce off the top of the 103. There are two artillery. One has just hit the 50 TP. So at least one of them is fired. I'm going to come up here and see if I can sneak one into the M103, who unfortunately is reloaded. We do hit him, but we trade, so not a great trade. And now I'm worried about the artillery. The timing's about right. They took one shot. The other one, I don't know what it was doing, whether it shot somewhere else, and I think, all right, it's time to get back. All right, so what to do? What to do? This is where you've got to do this very carefully. They own the hill. That's a problem. At least we have some guys over on the west side. That's important. Trying to control that island over there. And at least keep them from getting behind us. If they get back over there, behind us, down into the southwest, we're in big trouble. So that's one key to it. At least they haven't pushed in. So we own the west. We lose a guy doing it, but that's good. Now, they don't have a lot of opportunity to be able to push into the backfield because the snipers, where you can see it's being clicked right now by the even 90, there's probably multiple guys up there. So what I'm doing right now is I am trying to keep anything that wants to come to the edge of that hill right there above me and shoot at us occupied. But what's really fascinating is there's nobody back there. We have nobody sitting in the backfield, and that's actually to our credit and advantage. That means that we are up pressing them, and any advantage they had of maybe shooting guys back there is nullified by the fact that there is nobody back there. The corollary to that is we cannot have any shots on them up on the hill. So it would really be nice if a TD was back there somewhere. But the T-30 has moved up, and I get a little sneaky shot. Now, this is one of the things you can do. You can move away from that hill behind you. And you see how the even 90 is trying to peek. You say I just shot the Lynx right there. If you get away from the edge there, you can get the elevation up and shoot them as they try to poke over. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to take shots at your guys in the city. So we have a, what is that, a T-10. That's near dead. The GSOR is hiding in the back, lighting guys up. We have the T-30, and they're all kind of looking this way. You can clear them off from back here, but I'm that X factor, and I'm attempting to keep them busy. And if they make something silly happen, they'd make a foolish move, I'm going to try to hit them. The defender's still trolling around. The other thing I'm watching for is an opportunity to get back on the hill. So we watch this. T-30 finally makes a good play and says, you know what, I'm tired of being shot while I'm sitting out here. I've got to turtle up. They're winning 2-3. They have the hill. They're actually in pretty good shape right here. So I'm going to continue to hope that maybe one of these guys makes a mistake, maybe the even 90, and then I see this guy. Nope, he doesn't quite peak. Doesn't quite peak. I am exposing myself to artillery, and I went just a little too far. And the WZ-120, which is sitting back on their sniper hill, gets a shot at me. And that was unfortunate. So there's one of the dangers of going away from this edge. If you come up too high, you're actually going to get shot through that little notch right there. So I come back down lower, and I'm just waiting for someone to do that. So now I've cleared a guy off. I'm seeing there's a 6x6 and an even 90 who's kind of hurt. And I'm starting to think about, all right, I might be able to start working back towards the hill. They have a T10 over there. Let's go back this way. Our LT-432 and guys pushed in, so they got a couple more dead, but something has to change. I have to get up on the hill, and we have to start working these guys off of the hill and kind of get lucky here because the 6x6 comes off the hill right in front of me. Unlucky for him, lucky for me. One of their artillery is down, so I'm hoping I don't take a hit from the artillery. 432 is doing a nice job of keeping him busy, but he's near dead. So I need to get up on this hill before that 432 dies, and they start filtering over into the west side of the map, because then I'm going to have big trouble. The T10 buggers off and heads for the 432, which clears the IS-3 and I to get up on the hill, and that was a huge benefit to us. The IS-3A actually gets hit by the, what is that sitting up there? Oh, it was a 103 that was up top, and I didn't realize he was up there. That was a bit of a wild card. I put a shot into the T-49, and then I'm thinking, oh, now I'm in big trouble. This even 90 is going to come get me. And if he has a full clip, I could be in trouble, and I missed. So I auto-aimed, but you can see that because of his speed, I was not aiming in the right spot. That was a fortunate miss. I'm still having trouble trying to get a shot on him. Another miss for kind of the same reason I missed, and I'm able to stick him against the wall and shoot him right there. So very lucky, actually, that it wasn't able to clip me out. But we've done the requisite thing that we had to do. We had to retake this hill. Now we've got them all stuffed into the north part of the map, but we don't know is if somebody is coming around. However, in the meantime, our guys were able to, based on us coming up here and keeping their hill busy, were able to jump on cap and cap it out. And that is basically what you've got to do to turn this map around. And it really works for both encounter and the regular mode. You just, obviously in the regular mode, you don't have the cap pressure you can put over here on people. But if you lose the hill from the south side, that is essentially what you're going to have to try to do. You've got to keep them lit as best you can. Look for those sneaky shots on guys who are poking over. Stay already safe, and you've got to keep them from coming around behind you on the west side. Clearly, I had nothing to do with that part of this game. My team did a nice job of keeping them from coming down on the west and getting into the southwest where we start getting crossfires. Absolutely critical to what I was able to do. But from the whole picture, meta picture of this particular map and mode, that was fairly textbook on coming back from losing the hill right there. Figure out a way to get back up on it and stay alive, guys. All right, I hope that helps you with this one. If you don't have encounter and assault mode turned on, turn it on. Give it a try. Don't worry about it. If you get a couple more losses for it, it's the spice of life. It's another mode. The maps play a little differently. You learn a few more things about the maps than you would if you just played standard battles right there. So I do recommend give it a shot. That's all I've got, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate your support as always, and we will see you.